Yo, guys, what is up? Welcome back. Today, we are going to be reacting to the President's Rank Every Zombies map. I have not seen this, so, this should be fun to watch. I figured I just kind of felt like chilling, reacting to something, so here we are. Let's see what the Presidents have to say about Treyarch Zombies maps.
Alright, fellas, let's
I'm
get to
quite
ranking these
curious.
zombies maps.
Okay,
So
okay.
every zombies map, including Infinite Warfare, Exo Zombies, and World War II.
No.
Fuck no. Only Treyarch. All those other modes suck compared to the real thing.
You do gotta admit, though, Donald, Zombies in Spaceland is a goated map.
Oh, for sure. One of the best maps ever made. Better than many Treyarch maps. It's just everything else not made by Treyarch is mid.
Agreed. Don't even get me
Fair
started on
point.
the Beast from
Fair
Beyond
point,
and the
guys.
Tortured Path.
You know, I actually
Oh
like
shit,
the
I just realized something. Hold up. I always do this. I always forget. I always forget, guys. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I apologize. I record so many videos with like in the same period, so sometimes I forget to go back into the
Of
OBS settings.
course Joe likes the Tortured Path. That map, if you can even call it one, puts me to sleep. Which I guess explains why you like it, Sleepy Joe.
Okay, let's not start arguing just yet. We have lots of maps to get through with Treyarch alone. So, let's get started with Nacht.
Okay, Noct is a C tier map.
F tier. Horrible. No perks or pack-a-punch. Are you kidding me?
Well,
It's the first zombies
that's not
map,
really
bro.
fair, Donald. Noct was the very first Zombies map and laid the way for everything that came after it.
Exactly.
Show some respect.
Yeah, seriously, Don.
Joe Biden spitting facts? What?
Without NAC, we wouldn't have the great maps we have today. Gotta give it at least C tier.
Okay.
No way.
C tier.
Nacht is so boring. The world at war.
Okay, and for one, Noct isn't even a boring map. I personally am actually a massive enjoyer of Noct, whether it's the World at War version or the BO3 version. I think both are fun in their own way.
The war version has no wonder weapon, and it always takes forever for the zombies to walk their slow asses
Hey, Noct has the ray gun.
through the barricade. How is that fun?
Listen, Donald, nobody is saying it's a masterpiece. You just gotta appreciate what it did for the franchise. Can we compromise at D tier?
Whatever. Let's just move on from this dog.
D tier?
Alrighty,
Oh
next up
my
is
god.
Solid B tier.
Personally, for me, Vrucht is an A, but I will accept
I
B.
love the creepy atmosphere and the tight map layout. It's very difficult, but that adds to the fun.
You know, I can agree with that. There's no pack-a-punch, but it did introduce Perca-Colas and the roaming mystery box mechanic. A big step up from shitty Nacht.
I don't know, man. I think it's too scary, and that's no fun. I'd give it a D.
Bruh, are you serious, Joe? Roll a pin.
Obama really just came out and said, bro, are you serious?
So we're putting it in B.
Great, now onto the map that never seems to go away.
Hey, I know this map from Vanguard. I love this one.
There are
That has to be the most fucking cursed sentence I have ever heard.
so many things wrong with what you just said. For starters,
Come on.
Shino Numa is mid as fuck anyways.
Yeah, I would throw Shino in like probably D, I
But
think.
the Vanguard version is even worse.
You're right about the Vanguard version being awful. Even though it probably is the best part of that game, but the original is pretty cool. It really kicked off the storyline and gave us the original crew.
I agree, but who goes back and actually plays Shino Numa still?
Yeah, Shino Numa's pretty
It was cool
whack.
when it came out, but now is overshadowed by practically every map that came after it.
If I was being generous, I could see putting it in D tier.
I don't know. I really liked it on Vanguard. I'd give it an S tier.
Shut the fuck up, Sloppy Joe. You're a simpleton if you
Sloppy Joe, that's fucked up.
think Vanguard is good. Play a real zombies game like Black Ops 3.
Seriously, Joe. Vanguard was a bigger travesty than when George destabilized the Middle East for oil.
Fuck you, Barack. You didn't exactly try and make things better over there.
Whatever, let's just put this shit in D tier and move on
The
to a
freaking
real good
tension.
map. Dear Reese, surely we can all agree that this is S tier.
I would say Derice is A tier, personally.
Yeah, I can
But-
agree with that. It gave us the Pack-a-Punch, monkey bombs, tons of lore, etc. It really was a huge step
But I
forward
understand
for
putting it in S.
Joe, I thought you said you haven't played a lot of these old maps when we did the Moon Easter egg the other day.
He probably just forgot because he has dementia. Best to not worry about it. That said, Der Riese is a certified masterpiece to me. It can't go any lower than S tier.
That was an easy decision. Glad we agree. Next up, one of my favorites, Kino.
Okay. Okay, Kino der Toten does not deserve to be any higher than B, okay?
Yeah, I gotta back Obama on this one. Kino is so good, a classic.
Of fucking course, the two sissy Democrats like the most overrated zombies map ever. Kino is for little babies and is just a worse version of Der Riese. People only like it because it was their first zombie
Exactly. Kino der Toten is literally a worse version of Der Riese.
map. It doesn't hold up.
Yeah, Kino didn't really innovate too much from Der Riese, but I still like it. I'd say it's a B-tier map.
I was thinking A tier at least. I mean, it's iconic.
An iconic piece of shit, maybe. F tier.
Donald, you are clearly in the minority here. I think it's an S tier, but just to stop your bitching, how about we settle for B tier?
You guys are fucking crazy. Kino is so
B.
boring, but whatever.
B tier. Yes.
An underrated map.
5. A, at least. It has to be an A. 5 is an amazing map.
We should all agree that it is a really cool map concept.
Well, President Cheeto, any shit talk you want to spew about 5?
I mean, playing as JFK is really cool, but I'd have to say it's D tier because the Wonder Weapon is straight ass, and the
Who cares, okay? You get a bonfire sale, okay? You get the Pentagon Thief. You get the most fun challenge.
Pentagon Thief
I
is
would
one of
not
the
complain
lamest
about this map
special
at all.
rounds ever.
Donald has a point. The Winter's Howl is dog shit. I stubbed my little toe in
The Winter's Howl is fun to
once,
use,
and I
though.
think that hurt more than that gun ever could.
I say we meet in the middle at C tier. It's a
C tier. Oh my god, 5 is getting dogged on.
masterpiece in my opinion.
Next up is Ascension. I fucking hate this map for a couple reasons.
I don't like it
Black
either.
Wonder Weapon and those fucking space monkeys.
The monkeys definitely drag the map down a lot, but it's still a cool map that's
Yeah, honestly, my main problem with Ascension is the monkeys, honestly.
Come on, they're not that bad.
And the
It's not
Thunder Gun.
challenging.
The Thunder Gun is
I
boring
like
as
that the
hell.
map starts in black and white.
I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you feel about the Thunder Gun? Personally, I mean, I know it's a great weapon, but it's incredibly boring to use for me.
Reminds me of the good old days.
Jesus H.
high rounds on.
Come on, they're not that bad. It makes the map challenging.
I like that the map starts in black and white. Reminds me of the good old days.
Jesus H. fucking Christ. Somebody can put Grandpa to bed. He thinks the map having no color is a positive.
Focus, guys. We have a lot of maps left to cover. Clearly, there are mixed emotions about Ascension. It did give us the first ever Easter egg quest, so I say we settle for B tier.
Whatever you say, Hussein.
Call of the Dead is up next.
I would not put Ascension in B, ever. I'd say, I'd probably put Ascension in, D.
To be honest, this map never really clicked with me.
Call of the Dead is an S, by the way. Call of the Dead is S, 100%.
Understandable. The Wonder Weapons are pretty mediocre all around. George Romero can be a pain in the ass, and the Icy Waters can be really annoying to deal with. But I think there is good to be found. It's another B tier for me.
Are you guys kidding me? Sleepy Joe, you just don't know perfection when you see it. Call
Exactly.
of the Dead has so many amazing features. Sure, the Wonder Weapons are lackluster, but they are unique. And you can get the Wunderwaffe from George after doing the Easter egg. And this is the first time we got the amazing music of Avenged Sevenfold in Call of Duty.
You know, I was leaning more towards B tier as well, but I think Donnie has swayed me. The Easter egg is pretty good, and there's two versions depending on if you're playing solo or co-op, which I appreciate.
Exactly.
Plus, I have fond memories of rocking out to Avenged Sevenfold while playing this in the Oval Office.
Thank you, Barack. Seems bipartisanship is possible after all. Personally, this is an S tier for me.
S.
S tier is just too high. The map does have some glaring issues.
No. Call of the Dead's perfection. S.
Want to meet in the middle at A tier?
I'll accept
I
A.
mean, not really, but since you dumbasses can't appreciate the masterpiece that Call of the Dead is, guess we have to.
All right, Shangri-La
A. Shangri-La's an A,
is
100%.
up next.
Talk about mid as fuck.
Yeah, Shank.
Oh my god. Right out the gate, dogging.
Is very
Oh my god.
challenging, but not in a fun way, but more of a I want to pull my hair out kind of way.
I think we may have a unanimous decision here. The baby gun is fun, though, and the Easter egg is pretty good, so I say we put it in D tier.
Works for me. Moon is up next.
Shangri-La did not deserve that. Also, Moon, A tier.
Ah, Moon. Probably the most annoying Black Ops map to play, which is saying something.
Actually, okay, I will say, I am saying Moon is A tier based on the Black Ops 3 version. I do not like the Black Ops 1 version.
Considering some of the maps on there are not that fun.
What a load of malarkey. Moon is a great map.
We literally just
What a
played
load of
it for the first time
malarkey.
the other day and were carried through the Easter egg.
Ooh, call him out Obama, but I'll explain. When you're not in an area with air and being forced to wear that stupid fucking helmet, you can barely hear shit.
I will say,
constantly being-
okay, I do agree with Trump on that. The having to wear the space helmet the whole time, obstructing your hearing, is a little annoying. But other than that, I don't have that many problems with Moon.
To stop excavators from drilling. The astronaut steals your perks, and it's Jug he takes 99% of the time. And the zombies will float towards you and hit you, or you'll float too far into a horde of zombies. Need I continue?
Yeah, but it's zombies on the fucking moon. Immediate S tier.
Donald does make some good points, but the map is absolutely iconic. I can't put it any lower than A tier.
A tier.
A tier is way too fucking high for Moon.
I think
This
it should
map
be an
is
A.
overrated as fuck. The only positive is the Easter egg, which is cool when the stars actually align for you to get everything you need.
He makes
to
a
do
fair
it.
point.
Waiting for Excavator Pie to breach Tunnel 6 wastes more time than Sleepy Joe's inauguration that nobody watched.
Will you shut up, man? At least I didn't lie about how many people showed up to mine.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. All I'm saying is this map cannot go any higher than C tier, and that's me being generous.
Whatever, let's just move on to the next map.
Oh God, transit.
Okay, they actually put it in C. Wow. Wow.
Talk about something that actually does turn me into Sleepy Joe.
Alright, Transit, I think we all know, is an F.
You know you're not shit-talking one of the all-time classics, Joe?
What the fuck are you going on about, Don? Transit sucks and everybody knows it.
Yeah, seriously, Donald, this should have been a quick one to get through. Are you saying you actually like Transit?
Damn right I am. This map took big risks when it released, and the businessman in me loves taking risks. I mean, you can ride a bus like...
That line did not age well for Trump, I don't think.
Rosa fucking Parks on this map.
What the fuck, bro?
And before you call me racist, I'll have you know I actually met Rosa Parks. Terrific woman. She would have loved transit.
Comment from L.
The only one taking an L today is you losers who can't recognize greatness. I mean, for example,
It's an F.
transit is huge. Bigger means better. And don't get me started on the one...
He said Transit is huge. That's beautiful.
Weapon. It actually requires skill to use. It's not overpowered for the sake of being overpowered. And there are 2 Easter eggs, depending on if you want to follow Max's or Richterson. Even your shitty
Richterson.
little knock that you all love so much is in transit.
I can't believe we're listening to this malarkey. Just drop it in F tier, Barry, and let's move on.
Okay, Nuketown Zombies is up next.
Nuketown Zombies, that's another F for me.
Nuketown is pretty boring, not gonna lie.
It's
Now,
trash.
who likes waiting 20-something rounds for Jug to hopefully fall from the sky? Plus, no wonder weapon. Drop this shit in D tier where it belongs.
Will do. Next up
Yes.
is Die Rise.
Okay, Die
Good
Rise.
to hear your
Die Rise is B. I would say Die Rise is a B tier.
guys' thoughts on this one.
Hashtag remaster Die Rise.
George, you only like
Mr. 2 Lexify is doing that, by the way.
this map because there are lots of buildings that are collapsing on it.
Holy shit, Sleepy Joe comes in with a haymaker.
Fuck you, Joe. I happen to enjoy the layout of the map and some of the unique mechanics. The verticality of Die Rise is something we never really saw again.
I like Die Rise because it's such a different experience from everything else that we've gotten. And I think it's actually a fun map.
Liquefier is one of the strongest wonder weapons, even without a pack-a-punch version. The trample steam is a fun mode of travel across the different buildings, etc.
It would be
But
so
aren't
cool if you could
forgetting
pack a bunch of
something,
Liquefier.
George? For the Easter egg, you have to play with little mahjong tiles like an old white woman. And this map gave us possibly the worst perk ever, Who's Who.
I mean, the Who's Who jingle does slap, though.
Oh, and it takes place in China.
I nominate Die Rise to D tier.
Yeah, for real. D tier it is. Sorry, George.
D tier? Oh my god. I mean, I'm not surprised, I guess, but that's I don't agree with that.
Surely we can all agree that Mob of the Dead is an easy S tier?
Yep.
Yep.
Of course, everything about it is terrific. The best, believe me.
I don't know, guys. I think
Shut up, Joe. Moving on to Buried. You know this map
Okay, Buried is another S.
takes place in the continent of Africa, Barack. Does it remind you of home?
Fuck you, Don, you racist prick. You know damn well I was born in Hawaii.
Prove it. Let's see your birth certificate.
How about we see your birth certificate to prove you're not the love child of Hitler and a dried up old tangerine?
Holy shit, Joe.
Goddamn.
Fucks tonight.
Calm
Goddamn.
down, Creepy Joe. It was just a joke.
Moving on, what do
Calm
you think
down,
about
creepy
Barry?
Joe. S.
Personally, I think it's a tad on the easy side, but it is really fun. I personally think the witches are dummy thick.
I agree wholeheartedly about the witches, Barack. I think the map is way too easy, too. It's like Baby's first zombies map. The Paralyzer is pretty dope, though.
Paralyzer is my favorite wonder weapon in all of COD Zombies.
Easy. Try getting to a high round on this map. It's not easy. You have to use buildables, which is annoying as fuck.
Sounds like a skill issue, Joe. This map is a solid B tier for me, though.
I was leaning more towards C tier.
I was thinking D tier. I can't stand this map.
God damn. It's an S. It really is an S.
Leroy and his big dumb ass that you have to coax with candy, similar to Joe and his white van.
Fuck you, dum-dum. And his name is Arthur, not Leroy.
All right, I say we meet in the middle at C tier. We can't argue about Buried all night. We still have lots of maps to get through.
Fine by me. Next up is Origins, easy S tier.
Truly one of the all-time classics.
Yeah, I really love the ending cutscene, too. Samantha looks cute as hell in those little pajamas.
So Shadows of Evil, then.
Personally, I don't like...
Oh, Origins. I would put Origins in probably D, because I am not a fan of Origins at all. Shadows of Evil, S.
the direction Black Ops 3 took the storyline. It used to be cool when it was about secret Nazi experiments and shit like that. But the Lovecraftian stuff and different dimensions just made an already complicated story that much more hard to follow.
I mean, I get that, but Black Ops 3's storytelling wasn't that hard to follow. Sure, there was a lot hidden below the surface, but Zombies was always like that. Just watch a Mr. Raffle Waffles video, and it all makes sense.
Yeah, Blundell was cooking when he made Black Ops 3, and Shadows of Evil is a perfect example. The aesthetic
S.
of the 1920s was perfect, especially the soundtrack. The Beast Mode mechanic was a cool spin on Afterlife mode from Mob of the Dead, which this map shares a lot of similarities with.
I suppose that's fair. I mean, Black Ops 3 is the best game in terms of gameplay, so the maps are fun to play regardless.
Exactly.
The Apothecon Servant is a fun wonder weapon, and the Margwa...
I mean, except I don't like Horizon Track, Zetsubo, or Gorod. I mean, I like Zetsubo more than Gorod and DE, but still.
Parasites and meatballs are unique enemies to spice up the gameplay of normal zombies. Also, Jeff fucking Goldblum is one of the characters.
So can we agree on S tier for Shadows?
Sure, I can accept that.
Next up is DE.
Ah, Der Eisendrache, one of the greatest maps ever made.
For sure, it's in a medieval castle, and as we all know, I'm a sucker for medieval castles.
I don't know.
I didn't like the wonder
I'd probably throw Horizon Track in like
Joe,
C.
that's because your slow ass never built anything other than the wolf bow. Because you're a noob. Maybe pull up another Mr. Raffle Waffles guide and build the goated bow next time.
Come on, man.
This map had an amazing Easter egg, bringing Dempsey home. That ending cutscene still gets to me. And the first ever boss fight in Zombies was on this map. It deserves S tier.
Actually, the first boss fight in Zombies was against Oz in Exo Zombies Descent. Just saying.
I know you didn't just actually, George, about exo-zombies. We pretend that shit doesn't exist, Barack.
Well, I know
Exactly.
your side likes to spread misinformation, Don. Just had to put that out there. Let's just put Eisendrache in S tier.
Fucking Zetsubo, this map sucks.
While I agree it
I would probably put Zetsubo in like B.
is a step down in quality from DE and Shadows, it isn't that bad.
Isn't that bad? The map is ugly as shit.
But it is ugly though. I will give Trump that. It is a very ugly map. It's my main complaint about
The
it.
Easter egg is tedious and not fun. The boss fight is barely a boss fight at all. The process of getting the KT-4 is not fun in the slightest. And that Shrek motherfucker zombie is one of the worst special zombies in Treyarch history.
So where do you propose we put it, Donald? I think it's a C tier myself.
F tier, nobody likes this map.
Well, I think you're just shitting on it because some zombies YouTubers told you it wasn't fun and you listened to them, but the spiders scare me, so D tier.
Jesus, Joe, you're such a pussy, but all right, D it is then.
Next is Gorod Krovi. I hate this map.
F. It's a fucking F. Gorod Krovi is trash.
Dragons don't belong in COD Zombies.
I mean, it is kind of ridiculous, but the map itself is pretty fun and there's 2 boss fights. Ultimus Nikolai is really hilarious on this map, too.
The big negatives for me are the Easter egg being really annoying. Some of those challenges are just not fun or downright frustrating. And the wonder weapon is not that good on high rounds.
Yeah, the Mark III is kind of mid, no cap. Don't get me started on those annoying-ass Valkyrie drones. Annoying as fuck. And the dragon constantly breathing fire down on your training spot. So fucking dumb.
Exactly.
AC backfire hear you shit-talking Gorod, Donald. He'll come after you.
Let that little weasel come after me. I don't fucking care. Garrote is overrated. It's not the worst map by any means, but I never go back and play it.
I still think it's a solid A tier. It's flawed, but
F.
still a great map.
F.
I mean,
F.
Donald, you should love it. It takes place in Russia after all.
Oh, shut up with the Russia hoax, Joe.
Moving on, Revelations. Personally,
S.
I think it's fun. B tier at best.
Yeah, I like that there are two really overpowered wonder weapons on it. It makes for a fun and easy high round experience.
Only way your noob ass is ever making it to round 100.
We do got to talk about that Easter egg, though. I mean, it took like a week to solve because of how nonsensical the steps were.
Yeah, who the fuck thought that going around shooting random rocks and bones was a good idea for an Easter egg?
And the boss fight is just the Shadows of Evil fight recycled.
I think gameplay is more important than the Easter egg, and it was really cool seeing a bunch of old maps return in one map. Plus, there was a lot of cool story details and plot threads tied up.
Exactly. Gameplay is literally the most important part. Easter eggs mean nothing to me whatsoever.
And ciphers around the map.
Oh, Sleepy, you poor mistaken fool. Revelations was literally a copy-paste of other maps. There was nothing new gameplay-wise to the formula. No new shield, new wonder weapon, specialist weapon, etc. It was a rip-off.
Personally, it's a C tier for me.
Nuh-uh. A tier.
You both are
S.
so wrong. It's an F tier.
Guess
S.
I'll settle this like how I handled Al-Qaeda. Put it in C-tier Obama and call it a day.
George, if you ever try and overrule me again, I'll have to throw my shoe at you.
Well, the last...
Okay, now, I don't really have any opinion on the Black Ops 4 maps, so I think I'm just going to kind of skip past the BO4 maps. Okay. Oh, we're almost there, boys. We're almost there. Okay, D Machine. Personally, I would throw D Machine in A.
quality. In terms of gameplay, every map feels exactly the same.
Yeah, no wonder Joe likes it. It holds his hand through every step of the Easter egg, and with no perk limit in the armor system, surviving to high rounds becomes a test of patience instead of a test of skill.
And don't get me started on the story. The intel system was so fucking stupid, and with so many pieces of it, the only way to follow what was going on was to watch a YouTube video explaining it all. Richtofen and Samantha were the only interesting characters. Bringing campaign characters into zombies was stupid as hell.
What about Peck? He was cool. Same with Weaver and Raptor 1.
Raptor 1, the guy who exfils you from the map, that's not a character. He's a gameplay element. Peck was okay, but the scene in Firebase Z where he dances is kind of cringe.
Not to mention, we never got the Transit remake we deserve. I mean, think about it. Nobody's going to be playing Firebase Z 5 years from now. I say we lump all of them into F tier.
Now hold your horses, Cheeto Man. Cold War is still fun and brought a lot of new players to the game, even if it did lose a lot of the personality that Zombies had before.
Yeah, it definitely lacks personality, but I think Cold War Zombies is actually pretty solid, especially compared to Black Ops 4. And actually, I like Cold War Zombies as a whole in terms of just the maps more than I like Black Ops 3 maps, which is might be a little controversial, but hey.
I say we give Cold War credit for that.
Okay, but Firebase Z and Forsaken definitely belong in F tier.
No. Okay, Forsaken, I agree with. But Firebase Z? Firebase Z is an S.
Worst Treyarch maps along with Transit.
Don't you dare compare those maps to my beloved Transit. I ought to build a great huge wall around your house just for making such a comment.
Okay, well, those maps are definitely bottom of the pack, but D Machine and Mauer der Toten are genuinely a good time. Please, let's put them in B tier at least.
Okay, we can do that.
This shit is more rigged than the 2020 election. Those maps are horrible too.
Trump is a lot more safe.
Firebase Z and F, I do not agree with that. And D Machine and Mauer only in B tier? I guess that's fair. but I think D Machine and Maurer deserve to be at least A.
Than Joe did on this tier list. Just shut up and accept it, even though we know you can't accept when you don't get your way.
What about Outbreak?
Dog shit. Not
Yeah.
zombies, just multiplayer maps with
Pretty
zombies
bad.
on it.
Pretty
I
bad.
gotta agree, Outbreak really isn't what we expect out of zombies. Drop it in D tier.
I can live with that. I enjoy it, but it's not for everyone.
Okay, well, that settles it. No point ranking Farm or Bus Depot, but I know for a fact we all think Town is an A-tier experience, so let's drop that there.
Well, this tier list is more cursed than I would like, but overall this was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yeah, fun watch. Definitely an interesting ranking on the maps for sure, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you check out Joshua Shaw, of course. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.